How many of us know that one of India's largest bank, that is Kotak Mahindra Bank, has actually paid a penalty of 2 crores in 2018? Yes, you heard it right. It is Kotak Mahindra Bank and a penalty of 2 crores. Now, Kotak Mahindra Bank has paid a penalty of 2 crores. Really, Ramanujam? How? What happened? What was the issue? Let us find out. Hi, my name is Ramanujam Narayan. I am helping a lot of companies in India and across the globe to basically implement IndAS, IFRS and US GAAP in their own organization. I have trained and transformed more than 1000 finance professionals in the areas of IndAS, US GAAP and IFRS. Now let's come back to our original issue of RBI slashing a notice of say 2 crores to basically Kotak Mahindra Bank. Why? Now RBI from their perspective has a specific rules and has a specific checklist and has a specific format in which all the banks, all the NBFCs and all the financial institutions have to report their numbers. Now as per RBI's reporting framework and RBI's licensing rules, RBI says very clearly that for private banks, the promoter's equity has to be brought down to 40% by the end of 3 years, 20% by the end of 10 years and 15% within 15 years from the commencement of the operations. What does it mean? At some point of time, my equity stakes have to be reduced in the bank, right? Now, my friend Kotak Mahindra Bank did one thing very smartly. They issued an instrument known as perpetually non-convertible debentures. Now, perpetual non-convertible debentures. Let's again go ahead with the principle of substance over form. Now, their objective was, if I issue an instrument like this, it will actually be classified as a liability since it is a debenture. Now, in substance, if something is perpetual, if there is no fixed repayment obligation, if there is no fixed repayment, then in substance, it has to be an equity, right? Now, in the books of accounts, I suddenly adopted, because for banks still IndAS was not applicable. So, they probably followed Indian GAAP, and as per that, they wrote this particular set of financial instrument as a liability instrument. Now, RBI also understand the concept of substance over form principle. What they said, although it is a perpetual non-convertible debentures, in substance it is an equity because you are continuing to hold it till maturity. There is no fixed maturity. If you are continuing to hold perpetually, then I cannot allow you to classify anything as liability. As a result of that, they took Kotak Mahindra's classification as a non-compliance to IndAS and IFRS, and more than that, non-compliance to the substance of the transaction. And by virtue of that, they slashed this notice of 2 crores. Such practical nuances, such practical challenges comes with the banks, comes with we as finance professionals every day. If you are really keen to understand more and more about this particular subject, and if you want to understand more and more about this classification of financial instrument, measurement of financial instruments and how it is ultimately accounted and what is the business implication of this financial instruments, you can come to my upcoming webinar. If you are really keen to get enrolled, click on the link below. Thank you.